Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Ify Space. How's everyone doing? Spring is almost here in Malta. Just in case there's any sort of background noise, it's the heater. Because I don't know, it's quite a cold afternoon actually. It's afternoon, but it's cold. I'm not sure why. As a follow-up from my previous video, I got a lot of responses, and just in case I've not responded to your email, sorry, just send it again, please. But as much as possible, I try to respond to everyone. Application at that particular school is now live. So if you had sent an email and I mentioned that okay, applications will soon be open and all of that, just resend an email if you're actually now willing to proceed. I've already kind of let's say sent out the details of what the school entails, the kind of courses they have and all of that. So just kind of send, let's say, a follow-up email. And I'm so sorry, please just send a follow-up email so that we can now proceed now that application is open. So we had let's say like a partners meeting a couple of days ago, and I thought to do this video to kind of, let's say, inform you all of some updates that you might find beneficial. So first of all, I got a lot of emails asking if there's an age limit in terms of maximum age that can apply for the courses at this school. And I would just like to mention to you all that there is no age limit for the higher level courses. So this particular school offers courses from as low as foundation level. So in Malta, we have different levels: MQF level, Malta Qualification Framework, or European Qualification Framework levels. So the bachelor's degree, the normal bachelor's degree that you have in Nigeria or in most countries, is equivalent to level 6 in Malta. The master's degree is level 7 and then it goes higher. However, there's a higher diploma program, there's the undergraduate diploma program that is level 5 and that they have at the school as well. Then there's the diploma, just regular diploma courses, that is level 4. And we have certificate courses and foundation courses, I think level 2 or so. Right, so for any level, any course whose level is about level 2, level 3, there will be an age limit of about 21 years old. So if you are more than 21 years old, you would not be able to apply for these courses, okay? However, it is relative, because I know a couple of students who are above 30 actually that applied at this school. So it's not as if they do not encourage it, but just in case, right, you have other options. You can go for the higher level courses, okay? So but for courses from level 4 and above is totally, there's no age limit, okay? Right, so another thing I would like to talk about is the fact that IELTS, or a test of English, some sort of test of English, may be required. Let me not say is required, may be required to apply at the school for the courses, okay? It's an English speaking course, all true, so they need to be sure that your level of English kind of matches up. So there's a benchmark depending on the level that you plan on applying for. So a test of English may be required, okay? One of the things they talk about that is a good one, is the fact that all through summer you can work full-time. You can work for 40 hours a week without, trust me, in Malta, the standard is that you work 20 hours, 25 hours per week, right? And then sometimes some people try to do more, but just don't be caught, okay? So, but in this school, they have like some sort of agreement with Identita. Identita is the body that is in charge of residency and all of that in Malta, okay? So they have some sort of agreement with Identita so that their students would be able to work 40 hours a week full-time all through the summer months, okay? In terms of internship, in terms of working, they're very helpful, and it is, let's say, in fact, they mentioned that I think it's about 95% or 99% of students that would always pretty much have a guaranteed job, in quotes, after your program, and even during your program as well. Internship, depending on the kind of course you're going for, internship can be within Malta or outside of Malta. Let me not forget also the school fee. I said it before that, okay, the school fee is starting from, I think, less than 2,000 euros. That was what I mentioned in my previous video. Actually, per semester, the school fee is from around 8,400. Yeah. So school fee at this particular institution is about 8,400 and above. So depending on the kind of course, in fact, as a matter of fact, I think even like a level 5 course, actually the fee for a level 5 course per semester is around 8,000 plus as well. So I mean, it's less than 2,000 euros. Okay, most of their courses are 2 semesters or 3 semesters. We have 2 semesters in a year. Some are 6 semesters for the bachelor's degree program, meaning 3 years. Okay, and then the master's program is 18 months, so 3 semesters as well. So a lot of people have been saying, oh, what's the name of the school? How can we proceed and all? Yes, okay, so the name of the school is ITS. Okay, for all of you that have been asking, like, oh my god, I'm like, come on. Well, so the school is called ITS. It's one of the schools. Hello, my girl is here and she wants to see you.
Just so you know, ITS means Institute of Tourism Studies.
Come closer, baby.
Institute of Tourism.
Sorry, okay. Okay, my girl wants to see something. She heard me when I was talking about ITS. You know what I told them? I told them in my last video that it's actually a very renowned school, to the extent that it was even in your social studies textbook. Alright, so yeah, so you finally showed in this video. My girl, anyway, my girl is turning 10 soon, like almost 10-year-old girl. We should do a video together, right? About yeah, we'll talk about what it feels like being 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, you can go back. Thank you, baby. She didn't go to school today. She's on holiday, I think. One day holiday. Anyway, so it's so that's the school, and it's a process in terms of applying, quite different from my previous schools, all the schools I'm used to, right? But so basically, all the people that reached out to me, I mentioned to them that there are 2 options. Either you want me to go through the entire process from start to finish, up to even when you arrived in Malta. My students can testify. I mean, all my students that have arrived in Malta can testify that after they've arrived, it doesn't just end there. You know, in terms of getting an accommodation, applying for their residence permit, and actually really settling into the system. Most times when I find like good job openings, I send to them as well. And also, it's all encompassing. Or you can actually apply directly at the school, and then I'll provide you with the code and other details that you need for the application process. One of the things I forgot to mention as well is that you need to evaluate your certificate, comparing it to the current Maltese standards. So for example, if you have a bachelor's degree, right, you would send the certificate over, apply at the institute for them to evaluate your certificate. And also, of course, these are things that I would also be assisting with. So if you're looking to move to Malta to study, and any of these kind of, let's say, describes your situation, please just stay back a bit, trust me, because I know a couple of students that, let's say, you know, when you hear of, I'll always come here and just say things the way they are, right? A lot of things you see online, oh, Malta is this, Malta is that. I've always, to be honest, in my own case, I would say it has been more of the positives than any negatives, to be honest. That's why I'm even still here. However, situations differ. We have different circumstances, right? So it's always very good to manage your expectations before you make that move, okay? All right, so do not move to Malta to study if you do not have finances that will sustain you for at least 3 months. Yes, at least 3 months. Ensure that whatever, I mean, your plans and, I mean, whatever funds you're setting aside to study, you can take care of yourself, and the funds will be sufficient for at least 3 months. Why am I saying 3 months? Because when you arrive in Malta on a study visa, of course, you go through the entire process to apply for your residence permit, and then you now eventually find a job. All of this can take up to 3 months, even more than 3 months in some cases, right? And you cannot work during this period. I hear of some people that actually try to do like some small menial jobs, you know, during that time, just to to keep body and soul together, but just don't get caught, like I used to say, because one can get detained or even deported, trust me, and you can have issues with residency as well. On the average, just have about, let's say, budget about, let's say, 500 euros per month. So 1,500 euros should be kept aside to pay for your rent, your bills, and every other running around that you need to do. I've heard of a couple of people that maybe they even borrowed to pay their school fee or tuition, and when they get here, the expectation is that they have to start paying back their loan. It is not easy. It is not easy, and you don't want to find yourself in a situation whereby everything that, everything you've spent and the struggle that everything you've done to relocate will just be a waste by way of them maybe sending you back to your country or you having problems with immigration. Okay, so if you do not have funds to sustain for 3 months or even more, don't move yet. Okay, secondly, if you have underlying health issues, don't move just yet, because I think 1 month ago or so there was some sort of panic. Even as it is now, as it stands now, no one really knows what the situation is, even for people who work here. But there's now this rule. It's not documented anywhere, but it is what it is. When you get to the hospital, that's what I've heard that they ask people for. If you've not been working in Malta for up to 1 year, you cannot have access to free healthcare just yet. Do you understand? So, not to talk about a student. Yes, students have private insurance and all, but private insurance really doesn't cover a lot, trust me. Healthcare is actually very, very good in Malta, but quite expensive if you have to pay for it. There was a video I talked about in terms of my tooth, when I had toothache and all of that, and I was charged over 2,000 euros. Thankfully, I had access to free healthcare, so I just let's say ported to states, and then I got the desired healthcare there and all. So it is actually really expensive accessing healthcare in Malta. Before now, you could actually have free healthcare if you are a student. Trust me, you could go to the public hospital and access free healthcare. You could go to health centers. So I've talked about it before. We have health centers in each locality, right? You could go there and have access to healthcare, but whatever service you get there is quite limited. The main hospital is Mater Dei, and they are the ones that provide like it's really vast, like anything at all is covered, So think about it well if you have underlying health issues that would require bills. I say this because I've seen a lot of people that have had serious problems, having to run around for funds just to pay their bills. Also, this is a very important one. I feel like this should have been the first, right? If you are pregnant or if you feel that you might have taken in, do not come to Malta to study yet until you've had your baby. I know that it is, would I say it's an opportunity for you to at least already just move here with your child, of course, so with the plan that you give birth here, and the child will eventually start living here and all of that, before your studies is over, the child can go to school for free and childcare for free and all of that, but you pay a lot. You pay a lot to keep. I know someone who had to return back to Nigeria just because of her condition, right? She was pregnant and I think she planned on having a child here, but you could pay as high as 7,000 euros. So it is very important that you check. I'm saying this just in case you are not I don't want to use the word buoyant, just in case you have a lot of responsibilities and all back home. You so don't expect that you come here and have your child for free. You pay a lot of money. No matter the kind of health insurance you have in Malta, it never covers maternity care, even though you are working. So most people, they just go to Mater Dei to have their babies, and it is quite expensive, especially if you are going to have your child through cesarean section and other bills that comes with it. So please, if you know that okay, you do not have so much cash to spare, it might not be advisable, so that you will not put yourself under a lot of pressure. Okay, right? So, and then the last one I would like to talk about is that if you are looking to move to Malta with your family members, if the plan is that, oh, let me just come here and then after a few months my family members can come, my dear, no, they can't come. I keep saying this all the time, but a lot of people still, I mean, you keep asking, like, you cannot move tomorrow. Don't allow anyone deceive you. As at now, you cannot, and I don't think it can even change, because even for those who work here, the policies are getting stricter and stricter in terms of bringing your family members. So you cannot bring your family members here for a long time, actually, because I mean, just calculate it based off the family reunification policy and how much you need to earn and all. First of all, you need to complete your course and then find a full-time job. Whatever part-time job you are doing as a student will not count. So that moment where you start your full-time job, just calculate another 1 year, right? Then the salary you're earning must cover everybody in the family that you intend bringing, except if they come in through another method, which is normal. Yeah, I think I should talk about that as well. If you have family members and you yourself are coming to study, you can come here to study while they can come in through the normal route. The normal route is one that offers you the privilege to live here. However, you're not getting any benefits whatsoever, right? But just keep that in mind, that there's a normal option through which they can actually come in, and at least you guys will still be living together as a family. And afterwards, either the husband or wife finds a full-time job and everybody now switches to the normal residency that will allow you have a lot of privileges. Okay, right? So I think that will be all for now. Just as a reminder again, you're looking to study in any hospitality course, in any business or management related course, in any of the STEM courses, engineering, science, whatever it is, technology and all, just know that you can reach out to me via email on woweffectmalta@gmail.com and let us get started. Okay, I'm your plug if you're looking to study in Malta. All right, my girl is there again at the other end of the camera. Hold on, let me say bye now. All right then, see you in my next video. Bye.